Hello. Talking about health. Talking about health. This is Life Unscripted for you. Life Unscripted for you. How you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well out there. Like I said before, we're going to be talking about health. I think we're going to continue into the month of April. Right now, of course, what's pricking my heart is just talking about cancer. Talking about cancer and kind of what it is, what it ain't, and kind of what we can do to help ourselves. Um, we are the governors of our own bodies and what we choose to put in our mouth. We are the governors of that. So, what we can do to help ourselves internally. It's not about um, guaranteeing some magnificent bill of health, but it's about trying to do everything that we can do to live a healthy life. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. There's simple things I think we can do. I'm not perfect in all those things. Some of it is just having regular doctor's appointments and your annual visits. I'll be making mine today for my annual visit. And then also making sure that we get the proper examinations, doing those office visits. A lot of examinations are not invasive. Some evaluations are. I know for men, our prostate examination, the initial examinations are pretty uncomfortable. But they are necessary. I received a diagnosis years and years ago from those exams. Nothing to be concerned about, but knowledge is power. And then the other part about it is what we do it. Like they say knowing is half the battle, but the other half is what we do with what we know. So first thing is going to come knowledge. So it's blood testing, things like that we could have done as preventive measures and to jump on anything early if we can. And I'm a squeamish. Well, I'm not a squeamish person. I take needles, blood, anything. I have no problem with that at all. I never really did. However, I've never had to be hospitalized. Thank God. I've never had to have a medical procedure. Thank God. I never, until recently, had to have an IV in my body. Thank God. So the only time, and the first time I've had the IV in my body that I'm aware of, I don't know if it's a baby or anything, but was when I had my colonoscopy. And I was a nervous wreck, brothers. Let me tell you, I was a nervous wreck, guys. I've never had to lay on a hospital bed. You know, I've never had to be in a hospital room like that for a procedure. So I was very, very nervous. My anxiety was at an all-time high for me, and it took two nurses to calm me down. But I knew I had to do it. I had put it off for a few years. Maybe about 2 years or so. So I knew it was something I had to do. You know, excuse me. I was hearing about different situations in men's life, health situations where they did not get a colonoscopy early in life, and it could have benefited. And I understood why it was needed, so I pushed through those things. I'm talking about I cried like a baby, and I'm not afraid to say it. I cried like a baby, but I pushed through it because I knew it was something that needed to be done. So I'm talking to the fellas and the ladies out there that you guys are listening. Get your screening done. Get your screening done. I know that certain times for women it is that you do your breast screening. Get all that stuff done. Just do it. There's no use of burying your head and saying, if you listen to me on the sound of my voice right now, you're saying, well, I'd rather not know, because it seems like once you know, then everything start going, haywire and crazy. I have nothing to say about that, but you kind of would want to know. what's going on in your body, because majority of the things that's going on in our body, or that's helpful, or sickness, or ailments, if we find out early enough, we can handle it. We can jump on it, and it does not become a bigger problem than it needs to be. So the last video, if you guys are following me on this health series that we're doing here, I am not a doctor. I've never even actually been to any educational schooling for any medical education at all. So I'm not, backing this by a lot of this information is just from what my own experience, or what I've read, or what I understand. If there's anything, quotations that need to know, if I refer to information on any of my videos, I will let you know where I get that information from and what organization has claimed this. 1 second, please. All right, here we go. So it has claimed this. So I will say this. We talked about cutting out a lot of the preservatives out of your diet. And I named some of those foods, not specific brands or anything like that, but I'm just saying types of foods that we should stay away from. And I really targeted on preservatives, and I really do, because I feel again, preservatives is ranked up high for me as the cutting as a known carcinogen for cancers. And the reason why is because it contains so many foreign agents in it that does not belong in our body. So again, I'm going to echo this because I want you to really get this, because you may have not seen the previous video. But majority of your cereals, okay, I stopped buying cereals in my house for a long time. Only cereal I will purchase is the Fiber One cereals. I'm gonna say that brand, okay. Fiber One cereals, I buy those. The processed lunch meat, packaged lunch meat, no. I know y'all not gonna like this, but the noodles, the package and the box noodles, I'm cutting out the cup noodles. I cut it out. So I'm looking for other things cut out. But then I started thinking about recently, what about the things we need to put in? We talk about what we'll cut out, but what do we need to put into our system? So I started thinking about we talked about hydration in the previous video. So I think hydration is you need those electrolytes and those minerals. How do you find those things? So look for those specific waters that have a pH numbers in, like the 9.5 pH. Thinking about those for hydration, right? Your minerals. They have some things that you could take, some supplement things. Even when it comes to supplements and pills, no, they have a lot of additives in them. I look for the liquid, natural vitamins or supplements to put inside of our bodies, especially as we age. As we age, it's more hard to absorb the nutrients and things that we need and vitamins that we need from foods. I mean, the foods that we take in is not too many of them there in the first place, right? Most of it's overcooked. So I try to steam fresh vegetables. If I can't get fresh vegetables, steam frozen vegetables. I know that can sound weird, steam frozen vegetables, but try to do that some kind of way, or just put the vegetables maybe in a pot, a little bit of water, and try to cook it like that way. But frozen is good, but the best is the fresh. I'm rhyming now. Best is the fresh, but the best is the fresh. Farmers market. Go to your local farm area. If they got greens, they got broccoli and things like that. Grab those. Now you might, in some cases, you might pay a little bit more. Some cases you might pay a little bit less, but some cases you might pay a little bit more. But the thing about it is this versus getting it from the grocery store, in my opinion. Usually those farm areas and those markets, they're local. So you have a best chance of cutting down the time from harvest to your system. And if you do that, because once the foods are harvest, it starts to die. And once it starts to die, it starts to lose its nutrients and vitamins and benefits of things for your system. So my thing is, how do we try to shorten that distance from the ground to the ground? Because that's where we came from. We talked about that other series. From the ground to the ground. How do we shorten that distance? And one way I could think of is the market in the local farm area. So I'm starting to do that. I haven't done that really in the past as much, but I'm starting to do that now. Trying to figure out a pattern just in this local area where I am, how I can do that. So guess what? Find out where your local markets are, your local farms, and find out the area where, and you got to travel maybe 20 minutes. It is probably worth it. It's probably worth it. I just got some greens from the Amish market, and I can tell you those greens were good and they were different. I'm trying to cook my greens differently too. It's kind of hard, but I'm trying to cook them differently, not cook them as, I don't know about you guys, but I'm used to the greens that's melting in your mouth. Well, I find that melting in your mouth is not really the best probably way to take your greens in, because if that's the case, then we more than likely we've cooked it way too long, and all the nutrients is out there. Unless we're gonna sit there and drink the juice, and not too many of us gonna do that, right? I'd rather eat the greens. So I'm trying to find a way, that happy medium, area with my greens, but not to overcook the foods, not to overcook your vegetables. Keep those nutrients in there. If you could deal with the taste, then deal with the taste, because that's where you're going to keep your most healthy. We're talking about just being healthy. Why not? Why not? Why not? We have to start somewhere, guys, and we have to start now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, but start now. Why not? Why not? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit short and sweet and quick, but I wanted to get before you guys and show you and just share some things with you guys and kind of piggyback on a little bit of the others. But we're going to get into some other stuff. Soon we're going to start talking about exercising, some things that we can do, how much of a benefit that can be and is. Remember, here's your takeaway points, hopefully, from these videos is hydration, drink your water. Mind how often you are having bowel movements. Make your appointments. Make your appointments. Get your blood tests. I know when they take that blood, I know they take like 5 or 6 vials of blood from me when I go. And I just be sitting there like, man, how much blood y'all gonna take? But get it all done. Have them run everything. Have them run everything. And then look at your results. Understand your results. If they say you need to watch something, then watch it. Cholesterol is one that's pretty common. But if you got to watch that, I know that coconut oil is good. I just started frying my fish in coconut oil. Okay. It gives it a little bit different flavor, but it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's not what you're used to. So making changes and adjustments does cause you to accept some things that you probably typically would not accept, but it's for the greater good of us. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, and hey, comment. Like I said, comment on some of these. Give me some information if you got any, please. I'm here in the state of Maryland, so if you have any information or location or place I go, I tell you one thing I would put out there is, if you know anywhere where I could go to get some liquid vitamins, organic liquid vitamins, please let me know. Shoot me an email at lifeunscriptedforyou@outlook.com. lifeunscriptedforyou@outlook.com. Shoot me an email or shoot me a message on this channel page, or even just comment on the video so everyone would know. Because if you let me know, I'm going to let everybody know, because I'm trying to get everybody to get an understanding of just paying attention to our health more, okay? There's nothing wrong with that, all right? God created us for a reason, and I don't know about you, but I want to accomplish my purpose in God. I want to accomplish everything that He's shown me to do. In order to do that, I got to take care of this temple. I got to take care of this temple, which is His. He created this. He created this. So if He giving me understanding, I'm going to share with you so you have understanding. So guess what? Hopefully we all accomplish the purpose that God has given us to do. But we got to be here in order to do it. Okay? So let's do our part. I know God gonna do his part, but let's do our part. Peace.